Up everyone, and welcome to the Six Pack live stream where myself and the rest of your favourite six packers will be unpacking the following today for Saturday the 7th of March 2026. First and foremost, yes, you guys, my favourite, we're gonna monetize the morons because the Sussex squad, they're back and they're trying to take us off X, and you can imagine how that's going, right, guys? It ain't 2021 anymore, doofuses, that's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we're then gonna discuss how Netflix is saying bye-bye to as ever, but not just to Meg's brand, guys. But is Meg's movies getting cancelled by Netflix as well? Because TikTok, nothing's been released from her end and Archwell Productions. What the deuce is going on there? And then finally, we're gonna play a lovely, lovely game of Spin the Bottle with, of course, your favourite six-packers. So make sure you got your drinks in, because without further ado, let me introduce you all to the six-pack. We have Resting Dollface, Royal Daily Tea, Revealing the Narc, the Sidley Twins, myself, Stef The Alter Nerd, and last but certainly not least, Sue Smith. So way up, ladies. Let's get on to, firstly, the most important question for this stream. What are we all drinking today? What have we all got?
Beer. I am drinking Chardonnay, cold Chardonnay. I'm drinking beer to offset the hangover I had yesterday from my champagne to settle my stomach.
Nice little bit of Veuve Clicquot, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was, it was good at the time, but you wake up and you have regrets.
I'm drinking water infused with cucumber, lemon, and strawberries.
Ooh. You're fancy.
I really try hard.
I'm drinking water infused with Crystal Light.
Fancy.
Anyone else want to jump in? All right, I'm drinking, fair enough, I'm drinking something a little less adventurous. Hot chocolate, guys, my favourite, Hoops.
I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself, guys. I'm sorry.
Fair enough, you're muted though now.
Yeah, well, I'm still at work, so shh. But I'm drinking bubbler, energizing pink lemonade infused antioxidant water, because
Okay.
Otherwise it would be wine, like the twins drinking some wine.
Yes.
Fair play.
We're day drinkers.
Guys, I am noticing a little bit of higgledy-pigglediness on the thing down below. I'll be fixing that as we go along the way during this live stream, so don't freak out, guys.
Can I just say, though, for the record, these animations and everything, can we give it up for Stef? This is amazing. I am very impressed by all of this, and you did a wonderful job. Very, very good. Yes.
Oh, thanks, you guys. It was something to keep me busy over the last few weeks and months, really. Yeah. I've definitely enjoyed setting up the six pack podcast for us all. So much fun. But anywho, without further ado, guys, let's get into the first topic, because I say it all over this channel. I love to monetize the morons. When the Sussex squad comes for us, what's the thing to do? Monetize the mofos. So, over the past week, you guys, you may have noticed that some of your favourite ex-creators have had their accounts suspended, such as, my favourite Royally Sage, which now she is back up. Thank goodness. And stay tuned, because I do have an exclusive little statement from her, guys. We even had the Royal Grift, who had her account locked from this latest wave from the Sussex squad. And yes, even the six-pack is also being targeted, as Nancy's account's being suspended as well. So, like I say, what do I usually do when the morons decide it's the best idea in the whole wide world to attack our community? Monetize the hell out of them, right? Now, I did warn them in this message right here on X. Sussex squad, now's the time. Bend over and assume the position as we monetize you morons yet again. So, Six Pack, let's discuss. Why do you think, today of all days, let's say, that the Sussex squad has made a renewed attempt to try and take us down on X? What do you think's going on there?
The tax returns came in. There's money to spend, people to pay.
Petty cash. I think a lot of it has to do with Sunshine Sachs. I think a lot of it has to do with that Meghan's about to make some moves as far as the separation/divorce. And the last thing she needs is people like us taking Harry's side. And it's going to be a bloodbath. And I just feel like I felt something was going to happen in Jordan. I just had this thing in my gut that something's going to happen because the way they targeted Royally Sage and me I just over things we didn't even do.
I think Netflix is playing a big role in this too. It's like, I got, dumped by Netflix. What am I going to do now? Now more people are going to make fun of me. Now I got to really get them.
But why now? Why now?
Well, Netflix just happened.
Yeah, but
Well,
there's
also,
something coming.
It's the 5-year anniversary of the Oprah Winfrey interview. Tomorrow. It's the 5-year anniversary, and also the birth of Royal Daily Tea. I think today is actually the 5-year anniversary of the Oprah Winfrey interview, where all of us pretty much birthed into the Megxit community. And so they probably don't want us talking, bringing all that crap up again, right? So we have the weird timing of, the Oprah thing, exiting from Netflix. I think it all is basically tied to Sunshine Sachs, because this seems like their playbook, right? It seems like they're back to their old tricks.
Well, we all noticed that things are happening on YouTube as well as on that one, as well as on Twitter. And we've all noticed that this literally all started the second Sunshine Sachs was rehired. And I might also add, I feel really bad because one of the other people on Twitter who lost their account is that one.
Yeah.
I love that. And she has not come back.
Now, was she suspended or just?
Well, Royally Sage, when she was taken off, apparently it was told that the ban was permanent. And she, from what I understand, was never told why. Nobody would explain to her what was happening. But now she's back. I guess she appealed and now she's back. But that one has not returned.
Yeah, see, mine is not permanent, and they gave me a chance to appeal. And then I check every day, and they say it's still going through the queue. So this has happened to me before, and they sent me a really nice letter apologizing, saying, "Oh, we had a chance for a person to look at this, and we were wrong," and blah blah blah. I just think there's a court there. Well, do you guys have that? Those screenshots of the coordinated attack that people from Sussex Squad that they're saying, "Oh, let's do Taz next," and the Sibley twins.
Yeah,
you guys see that? I mean, it's obviously a coordinated attack. So,
yeah, the USA barrister and TRG Royal Grift has been showing a lot of screenshots of the Sussex Squad, showing the Sussex Squad setting up these targeted attacks against us. I think that for me, why they're doing it now, why there's a renewed attempt to try and take us all down now, I think there are a couple of pieces involved in this. The first one is that they knew that Netflix was going to pull out being a business partner of us ever. So to try and limit the truth coming out as much as possible, try and shut us up as much as possible before that news came out, first and foremost. The second thing I think as to why they're trying to shut us all down is the Andrew Epstein situation. From what we can gather with Andrew Lowney, there's more what's going to come out. And Andrew Lowney is going to re-release his book entitled in May with even more information, which could or could not involve Megxi, we don't know. So again, maybe they're trying to shut us all up in preparation of information that's going to come out that may also potentially link Megsy and Hazza to the whole Epstein-Andrew situation. Now, by saying that doesn't mean that we're saying that they're guilty of any illegality or there's a sniff, this, that, and the other. Just saying, that's on the grapevine. That's what I'm aiming at the moment, if that makes sense. And to be fair, it does, because if you guys all remember, about 5 years ago, Virginia Giuffre's lawyer, David Boies, wanted to subpoena Megsy when she was suing Andrew at the time through civil courts, saying that she knew something about all of this. Well, what did she know? And could the Epstein files actually leak out what she knew? And this is why the Sussex squad are now making a renewed attempt to try and shut us all up, because they know it's going to come out. And they know that we'll just amplify it once it comes out.
Yeah, but David Boies, he also is a sensationalist. And he knew by even mentioning her, it was going to cause a stir in some way. And I think in David Boies's mind, when he was saying, well, I might, it's not like he did not depose her, did not give her a subpoena. He said, well, I may do that, because at one point she lived there and she had access to Andrew. I know you guys, or not everybody, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but for myself, I still can't see Meghan as part of that Epstein world, because she was just, and I'm not being ageist, she was just a little old, in my opinion, to be.
She knew people that
I think
were
she
in that,
knew people.
that
She
were
was
in
on the
that world.
fringes.
She was on the fringes of it.
Like
but
Marcus Anderson knew about it.
yeah, I'm sure Marcus had something. Everybody knew about it. But as far as her being part of the group, the squad, I think she was a little old to be hanging out with them. But that could be an unpopular opinion. I don't know.
So do you believe the rumour that Megsy knew Andrew before she met Hazza?
I believe Meghan would have liked that. I think Meghan was doing everything she could to get inside that royal family group, and she was using Marcus and her ties with Ben Skirvin, who was very good friends. We saw Instagram photos of Ben Skirvin back as far as 2014 of him in Eugenie's house baking. So, and that's Meghan's hairstylist. So, I mean, there was definitely a connection of Meghan wanting to get to know, to get in there. But how I think it really happened, I think it was, to be honest, I think it was tale as old as time. He went to the Soho house one night and he hooked up with this chick and he couldn't get rid of her. But just to me, that's where I keep going. I keep going with that. I really do. Now, is she a honeypot? I just don't think she's smart enough to be a honeypot. She could be a honeypot. I just don't. Because how could you play it so dumb? A honeypot can usually stay in a family for 5 years and do the things that are, I mean, take Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They were married for 10 years before they lost it, you know? And well, I'm just saying,
Nancy, that's a movie.
no, I know it's a movie, but I'm just saying she just doesn't scream honeypot to me. She screams someone with absolutely zero empathy and can get away with doing these things because she has no heart. She has no heart whatsoever, and she has no problem hurting people like the Queen. Like, oh, who cares? We'll just throw your grandma. We'll call her racist. No big deal. Just, that's how I feel. Now let other people talk.
Michelle, Lol Daily Tea, you got anything to add to this, love?
Oh, are they talking to you?
Are you talking to me?
No, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Lol Daily Tea. Yo, yo, yo.
Yes. No, I think the twins summed it up beautifully. I think we're all on the same page, and yeah, it's just all very it's all very sus. And like I said, I think Meghan has a past. I don't believe that she didn't know Andrew. I believe she was putting on an act, and I think a lot of I mean, look, she was pictured on a yacht with someone with a disgraced billionaire's ex-girlfriend. So do with that as you may. The girl was hanging around in crowds. that I don't think she wants us to know about. But there's photographic evidence that's not AI of her hanging out with his girlfriend on a literal yacht.
But Michelle, do you really think it's that girl for sure?
Yes.
Like it could just look like the girl.
No, it's her.
I don't think it's
She's
her.
no, it is. She's been in several photographs.
Okay.
In my opinion, I do believe she was
Okay.
hanging around with a group of people who were getting some free vacations.
Yeah.
on
Oh
yacht.
yeah. I
So,
agree with you,
Now,
Michelle. on
what
that.
she was doing on those vacations, snorkeling, shopping, I don't know what she was doing on those
Snorting,
vacations.
snorting,
Snorkeling, looking for dolphins,
snorting.
snorkeling. legal purposes. But
it is interesting you mentioned that because the trip you were talking about, she went on that trip with Heather Dorak and
Yes.
another friend that she's known forever. Like they have
Yeah.
childhood photos together. And it looks like Misha Nunu and her then
Yeah.
husband
Mhm.
were like, oh, come to, what was it? Ibiza? Oh, come to Ibiza. We're going to be on a boat and
Right.
stuff. And it looks like Megan needed a couple wingmans. So she had Heather go with her and she
Yeah.
had,
Right.
and it just looks like she just wanted to hang out with some rich people,
Yeah.
like those people. And Misha Nunu was probably like, oh man, I got this girl coming. I in passing, I said we're going to be in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Now she's coming. And,
Right.
we
right.
gotta show her a good time because they only hung out with them for like I want to say a couple days
It
because you saw
doesn't
them.
mean that Megan really knew her. She could have just been on the trip,
That's
But
the thing.
again, we don't know who was or wasn't there, if they went to a certain island or not. We don't know. But Andrew, was besties with Jeffrey E. And that girl dated Jeffrey E. for 9 years. During the time that she was on that trip, I believe, she was connected to disgraced billionaire. If I'm correct?
Yes, but I don't
Okay.
think Jeffrey Epstein would have given Meghan Markle the time of day.
No. But what I'm saying is she could have met Andrew on a trip somewhere in
That's true.
passing.
I agree.
Passing, two
Yes.
ships passing in the night because they're hanging around the same circles. But
Yes.
that doesn't necessarily mean she did anything, but she probably thought, oh crap, he might recognize me from a trip, and she's acting like, oh, is he the help? Who's that?
But was
So
it?
she had to maybe play it off with Harry.
But
Because
what?
let's be honest here, she was friends with Eugenie first.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So she has to know who Eugenie's father is.
Oh yeah.
So
She
for
had to
her not
Google
to
it.
recognize him and
Yeah.
act like he'd be the help, I mean, give me a freaking break.
He Googled it.
Googled it.
Define friends with Eugenie. Taking pictures at the Soho House is different than being friends with someone. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true.
In all
Well, like
honesty,
I said,
define friends with Megsy.
acquaintances.
Yes.
Acquaintances.
Yeah,
Come
define
on.
friends with Megan.
Do you
They
know
were
what I mean?
acquaintances.
But Jeffrey Epstein, he was, for want of a better phrase, a very, very, very evil scumbag facilitator. So, whatever these evil scumbags wanted, let's say,
Mhm.
he was able to get.
Yes.
So, even if the evil scumbags wanted something that wasn't to Epstein's taste, let's say, which is so
Mhm.
freaking disgusting, right?
Mhm.
He'd do it anyway. Because then he's got something on him.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm coming from? So, for those that are turning round and saying, well, this certain person wouldn't have been his taste, this, that, and the other. Yes, but could have been someone else's taste. And if Epstein had the power and the what's it to be able to get that for that certain person, he
Right.
would do. And 99% of the time he would.
But if that's what you want, why go to Target when you can go to Walmart?
Well, if we're talking about Andrew here, I've read the book entitled, and that's opened my eyes so much that I want to thank Andrew Lowney for doing that book. And I'm looking forward to his updated version in May because Andrew is just one self-entitled, arrogant piece of shit, an amoeba with special needs and half a brain cell has more intelligence than Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was pampered his whole life. I mean, and he used to, when I was doing a little bit of research for one of my videos, the grooms at with the horse, he was antagonizing the horses. So the grooms picked him up and threw him in a pile of dung. that was
Yeah.
there. And then there was a footman.
Good.
He was antagonizing the footman. The footman punched him right in the face. And then he went to resign, and the queen said, nope, I'm not taking your resignation. He probably deserved it. From small until tall, he was a pain in the ass. And he was entitled and pampered. He wasn't reined in by the queen when she had the chance to rein him in. And it appears that he's always been an ass. I mean, even after he married Sarah, it came out that before their 1-year wedding anniversary, he had had like 15 affairs already by the first year. And when he did have leave with the Navy, he didn't always go home to her. He left her sitting there on her own, which is why she started then having affairs. But if I had to lay the blame for that marriage going belly up, I would definitely lay it at Andrew's feet before Sarah's, because I think she tried, and I think he was just screwing around with anything with 2 legs. I mean, the guy's an ass. He's been an ass literally since he was a small child.
You're right. And he completely bamboozled people like me, because I thought he was nice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's nice. And
Oh, he's kind of dumb.
Fergie's the problem. And
Yeah.
yeah, but it completely bamboozled my mind.
I mean, when she did that toe sucking thing, I remember thinking, how could you?
Ew.
I
Yeah.
remember
That was
thinking
so
you were
gross.
married to a prince and you have 2 beautiful children. What
Her
Yeah.
kids are in the pool with the
With-
nanny.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Wow,
yes.
that's so
And I was like, why
gross.
would you do this? How could you
Yeah.
be that stupid? How could you cheat on this man? And then
But
it
now
came
we
out.
look stupid for not knowing what he was doing.
Yeah. I mean, but now you know
No,
that
now you
she
know.
was doing that because he was doing this for almost their whole marriage.
They're a match made in heaven.
Oh,
They're a
yeah.
match made in heaven.
Ugh.
Pretty
what a
much so. And
disaster.
reading Entitled, I saw so many parallels between Andrew and Fergie and Hazza and Megxie. It was
Yes.
absolutely
Yes.
shocking. You could literally put, as far as I'm concerned, replace the names of Andrew and Fergie with Hazza and Megxie in that book, and you're pretty much reading the same lives for Hazza and Megxie in that regard. But going back to the Sussex squad and the renewed efforts of them trying to take us down on X, it's not working, guys. Before we get on to the next segment, let me end with an exclusive statement from Royally Sage, who has since been reinstated back on X, quite rightly. A favourite account on X, for me anyway, for blind item sharing. So she's given me permission to share this statement with you all. She says, look, no matter how hard Rachel tries to silence us, we won't be silenced. If we want to make fun of her, laugh at her, criticise her, or discuss her, we can. It's called free speech. If she does not like it, she can try not being famous. Go live a private life and stop doing so much press. But since she insists on fame and articles every day, we get to comment. You tried to silence us, Rachel, but like every other project you embarked on, you failed.
Yeah, I really like her.
So-
Yeah, she's great. She sent me a private little note too, and I just want to thank her for all her support. Very, very nice person. So
I really hope that one comes back. I really do.
Please,
that one, we need that
we
one.
need Nancy back.
Oh, I'll appeal. I'm
Wait a
gonna
minute, I
appeal.
thought Nancy was back.
No,
No,
I
not
got
yet.
back. It
No,
was me.
Steph
I got back. I got back
Oh.
after 24 hours, and Nancy's still on appeal.
I'm on appeal.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I
It's
didn't
fine.
realize. I thought
Wow.
you were back. I was like, so everybody got their account back, but that one.
It's
No,
Nancy's
no, that
still
one's
waiting.
still-
And you know who else we haven't seen in a really long time? Oh my gosh, what was it? Shoot, now I can't think of it. But she was good too. Darn it. Never mind. Keep going, keep going.
But
There
now
you
I'm
go.
dying
Think
to
of it.
know. Like,
No, it's champagne brain. It's champagne.
Shit.
All right, Steph, let's go.
Fair play. Well, with that being said, guys, we'll get on to the next segment in a moment. But special thank you to Chris Mills. Appreciate your face, mate, for the £10 Casper bucks, saying, have you seen that huge pile of manure piled up next to his Sandringham cottage? I think he's talking about Andrew here. He isn't impressed having something stink more than him. Good joke, good joke. Welcomes to also Roberts led 4127 to leadership and joining. Appreciate your face. And thanks to Aussie Queen of the Roos and King Bob for gifting a leadership to a couple of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our new leaders, courtesy of Aussie Queen of the Roos and also King Bob. With that being said, guys, let's jump into the next conversation because Netflix has said bye-bye to As Ever. I mean, is anyone shocked about this right now? Because I know I'm not.
That's why I'm hungover.
Well, did you guys happen to notice now we're getting the back and forth. First it was Meghan got rid of them because they were holding her back.
Yeah.
They were being too cautious. And she wants to go global. And Netflix was just being too cautious. Now it's coming out. Netflix dumped her. I mean, it's the war of the words. This is exactly what happened with Spotify. Remember, they put out a joint statement, then they attacked her, then she attacked them. I mean, it obviously, remember when she put out that statement? Hi, guys. I'm so excited to tell you about As Ever. And I can't believe we kept the cat out of the bag for this long.
Yeah,
And
this
yes,
right
that's
here.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then she goes, and then Netflix came on and it's huge. She didn't say, well, they only came on short term or they're only on for a year. But of course, that's the
Oh no, we brought
narrative.
the receipts. We brought the receipts yesterday in our show, and you can go watch all the highlights after this on our Twin Talks Clips channel. It has all the receipts of Meghan saying, no, they are my business
Partners.
And she tells Emily Chang goes, well, are you looking for anybody else? No, I don't need you. Just that
Netflix.
they're the ones.
They're the investors.
Yeah, they're the investors. No, she doubled down on the Emily Chang interview, even more than Emma.
She did. And this is the thing, right? As Sue has been saying, and for those that don't know that's watching right now, it does seem like there is a war of words at the moment because initially when Megxie this time last year announced, oh my goodness, I'm in partnership with Netflix for As Ever. It's the first time they're doing this and it's so amazing, blah, 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 blah. A year later, yeah, no. Netflix dumps Megxie because As Ever is just not selling. But then the war of words, of course, has to start because from Team Megxie's side, oh, no. Team Megxie, it's no, Megxie cut ties with Netflix because her brand's ready to stand on its own. And Netflix was just keeping her back. It's like,
it's
are you
Netflix's
kidding me?
fault.
So she's not selling the amount of spread, right, that she should be because Netflix is keeping her back.
Like,
Maybe
does anyone believe in
this BS?
Maybe that's what happened to all the candle wicks. You had to have a Netflix membership, like a subscription.
She's the freaking best. Okay, so let's get to the first question in all of this, right? Because it's all, no, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. You did it. No, I did it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, who do you think dumped who? Do you think Megxie that dumped Netflix or Netflix that dumped Megxie?
Yes.
Netflix dumped Megxie. There's absolutely no way that she would get rid of Netflix. Don't forget, Ted Sarandos thinks she's a rock star. He still believes in her. As a matter of fact, the article said they still have a very close personal relationship and friendship.
Oh, God. Easy attack.
Yeah.
You
Such
guys,
a close
it wasn't
professional
a
friendship,
dumping.
this, that, and the other, that when I fart, rainbows and unicorns shoot out of me ass. Do you know what I mean? I mean, come on.
Now, you guys, it wasn't a dumping. It was a conscious uncoupling.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And Meghan woke up with an epiphany and she decided, you know what, I need to go this alone because I was Rachel from Suits and I'm an entrepreneur and I can't be held down.
Listen, guys, if Netflix really cared, they would have advertised. They would have put her products in their pop-up stores and in their bricks and mortar stores.
Yeah.
They would have made it where you could get the stuff. You know,
Right.
And I'm sure they offered. I'm sure Netflix did offer, but I think, and this is my opinion, it's like the Oprah interview. The Oprah interview was after they announced that big deal with Netflix, and I personally believe that Netflix was counting on getting that exclusive. They wanted that whole story spill. I mean, they were having The Crown at the time. I think they thought they were going to get the exclusive. So same thing. Megan's like, oh, they're my business partner, blah, 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 blah. And what did she do? She ends up putting stuff over at Godmother's. She puts it over at
Yeah.
Soho House
That's
instead.
right.
I'm sure
Soho
Netflix,
House.
yeah, Netflix is going,
And also a tell was when Netflix was teasing that big store in Dallas.
Yeah.
And we would go through all the rooms, and there was Squid Game and Stranger Things and all, all the shows that we love. And not one thing was Meghan Markle. You would think in the dining area there would be something that had jam or flour sprinkles, but there was nothing there. So Netflix knew in advance that this is a no-go. We're not playing with this girl.
Well, I did a collab with Revealing. You remember Revealing? She called me up. She goes, "Let's do a collab," and we did a collab, and it was all about Meghan saying, "And I'm doing the copy, and I'm doing." What was it, Tiffany? What was it that they said about the 50 brands of tequila or something?
She said something along the lines of, I'm sure every one of these companies is unique. I mean, yeah, there are 50,000 types of tequila out there, but I'm sure they're all special in their own way. She can't compliment people. It's like backhanded compliments.
Yeah, no, she said that during the Bloomberg interview.
Right,
Say that she just there's just such a huge flux of tequila, but I'm sure they're great.
But she also said
passive aggressive much.
But she also said during that portion that Tiffany sent to me, she also said, "But is everybody else writing copy?
Yeah, exactly.
Is everybody else doing, is everybody doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Are they doing it themselves? Because I put so much love and care into my product. Is everybody else doing it like me?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, her putting stuff up on Instagram. She's lost like 5,000 people recently on her Instagram.
Makes sense.
Well, that money had to go pay for the
5,000 people. How do we know they're people and not bots?
Exactly. They could be bots. The spoonfuls of jam on the plate. Like, what was that? The candles lit in a bookcase. She's going to set the bookcase, the Heritage book collection.
Well, Heritage, she's going to light the whole thing on fire and then try to roll over the ashes. It's very Sun Tzu, okay? Very Sun Tzu.
Well, Think Beautiful had actually done a great video where she talked about the spoons. They were antique collectible spoons that were actually not meant for food. So again, Meghan's attention to detail is just top notch. But I think it's pretty apparent to everybody that Netflix, they were supposed to be the money. Meghan was the brains. They were the silent partner. And as I've always told people, they were so silent, they gave Casper the Friendly Ghost a run for his money because they did nothing. They left that girl alone. She was out there doing eyes wide shut murder scene Instagram posts that were like, what the hell is that? I think Netflix was like, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. We have nothing to do with this woman. The fact that they're giving away her product for free is a huge sign.
Yeah.
They want out. They're breaking up without Meghan realizing that they're breaking up. It's not you, it's us. But really, we want you to go. Like,
but they will keep dangling the carrot for the divorce.
Possibly. I think it's the only thing they have left. But here's the thing, Steph, is that Harry wants to come back to the royal family. So that's the only way, the only reason why they haven't done it. But if it gets to the point where William is on the throne and they get the final boot, they're going to be like Fergie, nothing to lose.
Yep.
And that, I think the royal family is probably nervous because they probably wanted Harry and Meghan to be successful because they would stay out of the UK. But now they're going to do these fake royal tours again, right?
I don't think
they don't have anything else.
I don't think they're getting nervous. I'm going to be the opposite side of this.
That's okay.
Harry is well aware that the second William gets on the throne, Lily, Archie, Beatrice, and Eugenie are all going to lose their prince and princess titles and their HRH, and probably so will Meghan. If you are not a working royal, you don't need the titles. They're going to go. Yeah. And What's Meghan going to say? It's racial? Not if Beatrice and Eugenie are losing their titles too. That's got nothing to do with race. And because the royal family has cut them off and is not communicating with them, they really don't have anything else to say except cry victim again. They made an agreement, a Sandringham agreement. They have broken that agreement time and time again. Meghan agreed not to use her HRH. Now we find out she's using the HRH. She puts a royal crest on everything. And I think it's time that the royal family draw a line in the sand. They should not be on the website because they are not working royals, and they should not have HRH and prince and princess titles. Let them go. I mean, I've said this so many times during the years. Charles should have said, my son he's still a beloved member of our family, but he wants out of the firm. We're going to let him out of the firm. Prince and princess titles, HRH titles are gone. You are now Harry Mountbatten Windsor. You're still a beloved member of our family, but you're out of the firm. There you go. Go and enjoy your life.
But that's also why those spoons that she put down with the spread, remember those antique spoons? That caught me off guard too, because I'm like, are those like royal spoons? Like, are they antiques? Like, what are you trying to tell us? Because those don't look like they're from IKEA. You know, it's like these are like antique spoons from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Like, where'd you get those spoons, Meghan? I think she really does want to go back. I really, truly do.
Nobody's going to take them back. The UK will not take them back.
No,
I'm telling you what in her mindset, that's what she wants.
Well, and I agree with you there, Steph, because I personally think, one, she does want that half in and half out, but two, as far as her demands go, I think she thinks she's going to get a paid appearance too. So it's not just the royal treatment. It's where's my $250,000 family fee.
Exactly. I agree.
So, guys, I'd recommend everyone, if you haven't done so already, read this article from the Hollywood Reporter. It is absolutely freaking savage, and I'm here for it. My favourite bit is this paragraph right here that I've highlighted. Harry and Meghan had its run. Polo's been put down. And through With Love, Meghan has not been technically cancelled. You can probably read between the $14 tea leaves here. Or, as I would say, probably read between the overpriced flower sprinkles here. But, you know, there you go. So it kind of brings me on to this question, asking for a friend here. Why do you think Netflix has dumped Megsy's brand?
Not making money.
Yeah, I find it interesting that was a Hollywood Reporter, because I've been working on a video where somebody, as the working actress back in the day, was talking about how the Hollywood Reporter is a make or break in Hollywood. So for them to have called her out twice is very, very telling. But if Netflix did let her go, I think it's because, like everything else we've seen with all of the other people she's let go allegedly or whatever, that she wants it done her way, not the way that needs to be done to succeed. And that's the problem.
Can I also say, I saw in a different article that one of the things they said was just because she married Harry and they gave her the platform doesn't mean she has talent. She has no real talent.
It's true.
And that's been shown time and time again. She has no talent.
I've said it over the years. The only reason why Megsy has these deals, she's got this brand, this, that, and the other, is because of who she's bonking.
Who she married.
That's it.
Exactly.
That is it. It's simple as that. I mean, yeah, you can turn around and you can say, and it's true, yeah, Netflix dumped Megsy's brand because it wasn't making enough money. But then the deeper question is why? And so I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before, but for those in the back that haven't heard me say it, she's got a likability, relatability, and trustability problem. People don't like, relate, and trust her. People aren't going to like, relate, and trust what she's trying to put out there in the first place. Her brand, as ever, has just made that 10 times worse for her, because the first drop that she made, she oversold. And so people weren't getting refunds back. And then they were like, oh, well, you'll get this special apricot spread instead, but then either didn't get it or whatever. So that trust, right from the beginning, completely gone on the first drop, right? If you're going to make a serious F up like that on the first drop, then future drops, people aren't going to trust you. Because if you can't get it right the first time, you're not going to get it right the second or third time, which she didn't. Because subsequently, the candles then came into play. What, you're going to sell a candle without a wick? Just a price of over, it's just an overpriced freaking slab of wax at that point without the wick. It's mis-selling. So again, that trustability going down even further. No wonder people weren't ordering from her. Because when they were ordering from her, it was Russian roulette as to whether you were going to get a candle or not, and whether you were actually going to get the goods or not, or actually get a refund or not, this, that, and the other. It was an absolute shit show to begin with. So for me, take away that she's Megsy, right, all on its own, of course the brand was going to fail because it didn't literally deliver for the customers. Do you see where I'm coming from there, guys?
Well, did you see they put a thing up saying you can't return any of the products? Well, I understand if you don't want to return the spread, but you should be able to return the candle if there's not a wick, but they're not taking returns of the candles either.
I mean, the other thing that's really taken the piss here, I think, again with this whole trustability situation that she completely lacked on, was these bookmarks, right? I think her last-ditch attempt to try and make her brand relatable and awesome, this, that, and the other, these stupid little freaking bookmarks, right? That she was selling for like $18, $20 a pop. Well, her trustability went down even further when you found out that you could go on Etsy and get the same thing for like $3.
You were saying.
So it's like, well, hang on a minute. Why should we be spending 18, 20 bucks on the same?
It's Stephanie's money.
on the same bookmark that we can get from Etsy for $3.
Well, beyond that, she said they were sold out in a minute, which means she has a problem with inventory. I mean, doing a fake I'm sold out may help you in the short run, but in the long run, people realize now you've got inventory control problems and she's not really sold out, is she? Because you can still get one. You just have to buy it in a $300 bundle, which, by the way, she's raised the price of. She consistently raises the prices. And then you've got shipping on top of that. You know, I've said it before, I would rather go to Costco and get a jar this freaking big of their organic strawberry spread for $6 than pay $14 for a jar this big. And then you have to pay shipping and then you have to wait for however long it takes to get here.
Well, I don't know, Sue. I think there's a certain charm when you call something a library heritage brand, you know, or if you say the Stephen, I mean, I think you're paying for that as well.
Oh my God.
I mean, it makes sense in a way. I mean, you're not looking like at the big picture like Meghan does, you know. Megan's like more of a big picture.
Once you're
done
girl. With the spread, you can put pencils in the jar. You can put flowers. Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do.
But there's
your heel breaks. You can put it there with hot glue. Keep walking.
I mean, the golden hour set. I mean, who doesn't want a golden hour set?
That sounds nasty.
Yeah,
the golden hour.
What did you call this steep and settle set? You're gonna settle set for settle.
Oh, steep and settle. Well, you might as well be settling.
Yeah.
The truth is, this is all coming from Meghan, and the truth is, she sucks as a salesperson. And the biggest problem she has is she doesn't take advice from other people, and so she's run her own products into the ground. She's done it all to herself. I'm sure Netflix had a team working with her at one point, and if she had taken what they said and ran with it, I think it would have been fine. But I think she thinks she knows better than everybody else.
Oh, I agree, because there is evidence, a lot of evidence out there. And I will bring receipts where she had a really nasty attitude before she decided to reinvent herself. It's not just Anaki Pretty who said there was pre-Suits Meghan and post-Suits Meghan. Once she was on Suits, she thought she should be treated like Tom Cruise.
Can I just tell you guys also, Nanaki Pretty, isn't she the one that had that thing with you guys, the Sidleys?
Oh yeah,
Nanaki Pretty. I've had no contact with this.
Oh, Nakaka. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had no contact with this woman. I don't know anything about her. I've never communicated with nothing. And yet Nanaki has blocked you guys. She's blocked me. She's blocked like everybody. Me? Yep. She's blocked everybody on Twitter. I don't even know who this woman is. I've never dealt with her.
I'm just so shocked.
I don't have any beef with her.
The other people on here, the YouTubers that can vouch for but she's never been on their show. Like that to me blew
She's
my
like, I've
mind.
never spoken to any of them, but
It's like I don't know this person. It's like I know this person. I can vouch for her. Well, why isn't she on your show? I don't know.
I don't.
It's like, it was so ridiculous. That 2 days was so strange. That was
It was
like
It was
weird.
during Halloween.
But I'm glad that we stuck to our guns, because there was no way I was going to give that girl my phone number, any of my contact information. I wasn't going to give her any time on Twin Talk. There was no way that was going to happen. Absolutely not. That had sucker written all over it.
Well, on that bombshell, guys, we'll get into the third topic in a moment, as Meghan Markle's Netflix movie's just been cancelled by the streamer. So not only has her brand gone down the drain, and her movie's going down the drain as well. Certainly looks like it. So the six-pack will be on it in a moment. Just a few thank yous, though. Carol, thank you so much for gifting a leadership to a lucky alter nerd out there. And for your $4.99 Casper books, saying thank you to all you great content creators and not giving up. We'll never give up, ever. No matter how hard the Sussex squad comes after us, they can never shut our gobs up. Not a freaking chance. We're the six-pack and we're here to stay, guys. Big SM, thank you so much for the £5 Casper book, saying, Steph, oh, this is a question for everyone. Can you ask everybody, whoop the ladies, are keeping a lit candle in their bookcase or shelves? The new as ever bookmark, a cup and saucer.
Not unless I
No,
want
we
to
don't.
burn my house down.
Oh, let me try that.
Yeah, I keep it next to my single skillet spaghetti secretly, but don't tell nobody.
I don't use candles, I use a diffuser. Much better and safer.
much better.
Much
It's
better
your
and safer.
generation. We were all candles, man. Candles were the new cats for the 2000s.
Sad
We're
thing.
sad.
Revealing, what about you? You've been so quiet. What about you?
What about me? No, I do not put candles near books or other flammable
So that's a big fat no from revealing.
I mean, I guess it's not dangerous. It's not dangerous if there's no wick, so that makes sense.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I think that was.
True.
I think we found the purpose is why she sold wickless candles,
Yes.
so you could put them in your bookshelf. I think she just forgot to communicate that part.
Child safety, child safety.
That's right.
Child safety first, yes. Hope that answers your question, Big SM. Aussie Queen of the Roost, thank you so much for the $2.99 Casper books. And Big SM here again. Shiz the bed, really? Okay, he's just said
Yeah, she-
Princess Michael of Kent just had a stroke. Is that
She had a
true?
stroke. She had a
Oh.
stroke yesterday.
Oh no.
She is in critical condition, and we have not
He
received.
wants to be with his wife.
We haven't received updates since then.
Shiz the
Oh.
freaking bed.
Yeah, she's not well. She's in ICU.
Well, it's
Oh,
it's Prince Michael
Oh,
of Kent.
it's Prince
It's
Michael
his
of
brother.
Princess
It's his
Michael.
brother.
Princess
Remember
Michael.
that.
No,
Oh, my
Stephen
bad.
Landis is saying Princess Michael of Kent just had a stroke.
Sorry, I got my bad.
Wait,
I didn't-
Princess Michael of Kent, the wife did.
Yeah,
The wife-
Princess
The wife
Michael.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
Princess
but-
Michael.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, okay.
Remember, the Duke
Because-
of Kent's wife died. That was the
Yes.
Catholic
Yes.
funeral where
And
Andrew was.
Rob Shooter, who is going to be on my show on the 15th, he used to work for Princess Michael of Kent.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to reach out to him and find out. He might have more information, but that's really sad because I know just yesterday Prince Michael of Kent was in a wheelchair, and he is the a patron of some event, and he was out there. So yeah, he's like almost in
That's
his
so
90s.
sad.
That's
Yeah.
really sad. And
They said
apologies. I
she's-
know I live in the UK, guys, so I should have known this straight away. But over the last 24, 48 hours, I've been in hospital. So I've kind of been a little bit out of the loop, guys. So apologies for that. But Big SM, thanks for letting me know. Shiz the bed. I'm going to check the news after this and find out a
81
little
years
bit more
old.
what's
She's
going on
81.
there.
They're saying she's bedridden now. She can't get out of bed at
Oh,
all
that's so sad.
after the stroke. So yeah, she's very unwell.
Bloody hell.
Jeez.
Yep.
Not to sound what is it, but Q, Megsy and Az are trying to do something now to steal the spotlight. They're that
She'll be-
sick. I think they'd do it.
She'll be happy because she's the one that wore that brooch. And Megan's like, oh, I was
Yeah.
so offended.
Yeah. The I think it's the Broadmoor brooch, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I was so offended.
Wicked, the professionally offended. It's what it is these days. But Big SM, thank you very much for letting us know about that. She's the freaking bed. Good vibes and thoughts to Princess Michael of Kent and the rest of the
Yes.
royal family at the moment. They're going through so much as it is. I mean, she's the freaking bed. When it rains, it certainly pours at this point. Or is it the other way around? Anywho, with that being said, let's get on to the third topic before we get on to a little game of spin the bottle that you guys watching at home, oh, you're going to enjoy it. Anywho, so
Who do we kiss? Oh no.
oh, it's not that kind of spin the bottle.
Oh, thank God.
It's not that kind of spin the bottle.
Wait! I was
alright?
I was picturing a
Like,
Rachel Green moment.
good
Like everybody
Lord.
would sit where you were.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that
Oh,
Friends
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, where she's got like her shirt down and going,
Yeah.
she's a
Dressed as a
cheerleader.
cheerleader. Yeah.
No. We're Gucci. But let's get into the final topic before we play a little game. So, has Meghan Markle's movie got cancelled by Netflix? Because here's the story that's now making the rounds. Not only has Netflix dropped and essentially sacked Megxie as a business partner in her brand as ever, but now the story's coming up that her movie projects are being left in limbo. And so you've got Meet Me at the Lake, which after 3 years nearly is still in production mode, lacking both a director and cast, leaving insiders absolutely baffled. A well-placed Hollywood source saying 3 years in development for a movie like this at Netflix isn't good. No, it's not. And then in September, Netflix announced that Harry and Meghan were also making another adaptation of this romantic novel called The Wedding Date. But that is now in development hell as well. Now, we all
Steph,
know
can
that
I-
they also produced Cookie Queen, that documentary, and no one has bitten on that, including Netflix. And we all
Correct.
know that her series with Love Meghan hasn't been recommissioned by Netflix for a third season. An industry source says, I don't know how long this new deal is for, but if they don't have anything to show soon, I can't imagine it will be renewed. And so, guys, I've been saying for a while now that this Meet Me at the Lake situation is just never going to happen. Because usually at this point, there would be a director. Hazza and Megxie and their machine would have had leaks in the papers and the media as to how they're so awesome at producing this and how the cast really like them, this, that and the other. And there'd be fluff pieces, blah, 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 blah. Behind the scenes, little snippets of Megs behind the camera or whatever, right? We've heard nothing, zilch. It's been clams.
So let me throw something out.
Go on.
This Meet Me at the Lake was done by a woman named Carly Fortune.
Yes.
Okay, so she did another book called Every Summer After. She wrote that book a year later. Amazon bought the rights to that, and that's already in production.
Yeah.
And yet Meet Me at the Lake isn't, there's nothing. Now, a lot of people also said that Archwell bought Meet Me at the Lake. They did not.
No, they didn't.
Netflix bought Meet Me at the Lake. So I don't believe it was Netflix that announced Harry and Meghan were doing Meet Me at the Lake. I could be wrong. I think Netflix said we bought it, but they never said it was Harry and Meghan.
So
The
what
wedding
happened, just to
date.
interject there, Sue, was initially the reports came through from Team Hazza and Megxie that they bought the rights. The headlines was Actual Production, Harry and Meghan have bought the rights to produce Meet Me at the Lake as a movie. Less than 24 hours later, it was revised. Netflix bought the rights for Hazza and Megxie to jump on with Actual Productions to do Meet Me at the Lake. So that's how it all came about. But really, guys, at the end of the day, will we ever see Hazza and Megxie produce and release Meet Me at the Lake and The Wedding Day on Netflix? And whatever your answer is, why?
Can I say something really quick?
Please do.
So, about a month and a half ago, I started reading this book series called A Court of Thorn and Roses. The last book was released like 5 years ago, and it just so happened the author just said 2 days ago that 4 more books are coming, which is great. But my point is, this author had sold the rights to these books, I think, to Hulu, and many, many years have gone by and nothing has been done. So the fandom is waiting for these movies or shows to come out, and they don't. So the author waited until whatever the time limit was for that to pass to buy back the rights. So this is not just Harry and Meghan impacting Harry and Meghan. They're impacting that author getting her story in in the world. Like it's not good in any way. And I don't think that a movie will be made. And I'm absolutely disappointed because I read the book.
Well, back in July, Page 6 did an article that said Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Meet Me at the Lake still has no director or cast and may never happen. And that was last July they were reporting that. So I don't see why anybody should be shocked that this isn't going forward.
Well, I also heard that one of the bigger problems is that Meghan wanted to be the director and nobody else wanted her to be the director.
Really?
Yes, Meghan wants to be the director. She thinks she's a director because she was on Suits for 7 seasons. So that was a major problem, allegedly, that she wanted to have, obviously, creative control. But again, they haven't even adapted it yet to film. And again, as Sue mentioned, Carly Fortune already sold another book to a competitor. That tells you she's not happy with Netflix, obviously, that her book has been collecting dust. And it's probably tied up with legalities because they bought the rights to it, so she can't do anything. So she sold her second book, which already has a director and has already been working on the script, and it's probably going to come out late this year. So the fact that Harry and Meghan are associated with Meet Me at the Lake is because the author also came out and stated it was loosely based on them, which again is like the kiss of death. Why you did that to yourself, I have no idea. I guess she thought it was a good idea at the time. And then Meghan was like, oh, I could be the director. And Netflix was like, no.
Well, it was where they were living in Toronto, right? They met in Toronto.
Right.
Somebody's mother was killed in a car crash. And I was like,
it's a lot. You guys, that book is very revealing about how Meghan feels about herself and her relationship to Harry. I really want to do an analysis of it because it's all there in front of you, how Meghan views herself and how Meghan views Harry. And in the book, the roles are reversed.
Yeah.
The woman is Harry and the man is Meghan.
Oh man.
But
are those really reversed?
We already know that.
So why do you think it's taking so long for them to actually do anything with these projects?
Nobody wants to work with her. She's the freaking kiss of death. Anything she touches goes to crap.
Nothing takes this long. It's impossible.
Well, I think they tried to get a director. They remember like 2 years ago, they were going up to some people and people were like politely declining. And then of course, I think they were not offering them a lot of money because again, it was the pleasure of working with Meghan and Harry. We should have been payment enough. And people were like, oh, thank you. I think I'm going to go over here and direct an Oscar-winning movie, but thanks anyway. So then they couldn't get a director, right? So then Meghan's like, well, then I'll direct it. And they're like, no. So I think also there was the writer's strike that happened, I think, when they first got the rights, but they haven't been able to get a script writer to adapt it to film, a book adaptation to film. And then the whole creative, no casting, no director, it got bottlenecked. And I think a lot of it did have to do with the strike, but many people have bounced back since then. So again, that was only like a little bit of the delay. But I think artistically, Meghan's a nightmare. And I think that's why it didn't go anywhere. That's just my opinion.
No, I agree because it was called Meet Me at the Lake, but with everything we've read about Meghan, it's more like Meet Me at the Monkey Bars. Nobody wants to work with that.
They have cooties, Hollywood cooties.
I have to say though, from what Tiffany has said, because I have not read the book, but what Tiffany said, it would intrigue me to watch this movie. If there are that many similarities,
it is. One of the things that
it would baffle my mind.
In the end of the book, and sorry guys, spoiler alert to anybody,
okay.
The end of the book had my blood boiling because the guy lies to her and runs off, okay? The
It's
guy is at
perfect.
fault. He should be the one to apologize. No, no, no. She goes and talks to his sister and decides, okay, well, I need to go make up with him.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
backwards.
eerie. It's
so-
eerie.
Gross.
And I'm telling you, if you read it and you don't really think about what is being said, you think, oh, how romantic. But no, it's a toxic. The way it ends, I was like, dude, there is so much to talk about. Just the way this ends.
Is he a narcissist?
Well, he he has a secret, okay? And his secret
Oh.
makes him this brooding person. And you think his secret is something bad, but as Meghan, could anything be bad with anything she does? No, 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 no. He has a sister who had a baby, and he's been raising the baby like his own. So his secret
Oh.
actually makes him a good person, even though everyone thinks it's just
He's
so
Eddard Stark.
because that's Meghan. Even the fault is not a fault. Even the reason for doing the bad behaviors is totally explainable. He had something really noble he was doing.
Yeah.
So there's so much to say about it, honestly. I really should break that book down.
You should
Please
break it down
Do.
before, in case it does get made. Just break it down, and that way, spoiler. Ooh.
And
I
to
have
be
to
fair,
Everybody, I told you
from how
everything.
you've explained it, Tiff, I'm actually glad they haven't made it.
Yeah.
She's the
Yeah.
freaking
It's-
bed.
it's-
Oh my goodness, no, thank you. I don't need that
Everything-
adaptation in my life. Are you shizzing the frick out of me? Like seriously. But I really don't think that this is ever going to be made. I think this is just Netflix. I think it's something that the Sidleys, they've been saying for a while now, dangling the carrot.
Mhm.
To have Hazza and Megxie still on that leash for the divorce situation. I think
Or the
this,
Diana documentary.
yeah, and the Diana doc.
Harry wouldn't dare.
I
He
think
Oh
wouldn't.
no,
this,
he's doing it because he said that
Uh-oh.
he's the only
They're
one. that will
dangling it.
Oh,
Just-
but come on, you guys. He would get pounded by his brother.
He doesn't
I mean,
care.
He would.
He doesn't
get
care.
He
pounded.
needs money.
There's
Okay.
no-
Dinero.
Oh
There's
man, I just
rumors
that.
that William is getting an attorney. He's going to try to block
Good.
it. He
Yes.
legally can't block it. And also there's rumors that the Paris officials have documents and Harry has retained an attorney to get a hold of these
Yep.
private documents of
Yeah.
the investigation, because Harry's take is it wasn't that his mother was in a speeding car without a seatbelt and the driver was drunk.
Right.
Harry's take is she was dating somebody who wasn't white. He was unacceptable, and the palace bumped them off.
Well, that
and that's
clearly,
his story.
yeah, is a,
yeah,
is
he's
a-
got in with that whole conspiracy theory that's been debunked time and time again. But you know, what are we
Mhm.
to expect from him? The thing is, though, these films that Netflix has offered Hazza and Megxie to produce, I think Netflix knows that they're never going to see the light of day. I think Netflix knows that they're dealing with grifters here that just aren't going to produce these films at all. But that the reason why Netflix is offering them the production rights to do these films is that carrot to keep them on that leash so that they keep Hazza and Megxie on the Netflix rota so that they get the Diana documentary next year.
Yeah.
And the divorce situation when that inevitably happens, as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
This whole
Meghan
move
say-
to offer them the production rights to do these movies is just a way of Netflix buttering them up to keep
Mhm.
them on side so that
Mhm.
they're primed to get those projects when Hazza and Megxie eventually do them.
Yes.
But Netflix lost a lot of subscribers when they signed Harry and Meghan up for $100 million for doing absolutely freaking nothing. And do you know how many people they're going to lose if they do that Diana documentary where they claim the
Oh.
palace bumped her off?
Oh, I just can't. And now
Do
they're
you know
talking about
what?
doing a crown, the
disagree.
crown with Andrew.
Just for Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Just for
disagree.
Andrew scandals.
Sue, I actually disagree with you. I think it's going to be that when they do that documentary, Netflix is going to see a bump in subscriptions because people are going to have that curiosity factor and they'll want to watch it. and then they'll watch it a few times. A lot of us are going to watch it, and we're going to be reporting on it as well. So that, let's be real here, call a spade, that's going to be extra promotion for Netflix, and Netflix will know that as well. And it's going to come to a point where more often than not, like every other project, this one is not going to go down well with the public. It's going to get slated. It's going to get criticised to filth. And so that's that. They're not going to lose that many subscribers for Netflix because Netflix has other things on there other than Hazza and Megzy that will reel those new subscribers in.
But Netflix is now, because they've lost so many people, now you have to pay more. And then if you don't want the ads, then you got to pay more for that. And then now you're not allowed to share household. For instance, when my son was in college, I gave him the password because I was paying for Netflix. And I was like, here, you can watch in your college dorm. No, that's not allowed anymore. That was when I threw up my hands and said, I'm done with this.
You see, I wouldn't put that down to loss of subscribers because actually when you look at the statistics, the subscriber base, it's quite healthy. And Netflix still has the largest portion in the streaming world. It's more to do with, at the moment, Netflix and their out-of-control spending when it comes to productions on their series. I mean, just look at Stranger Things alone. Millions and millions on one episode, right? Same thing with Squid Game, this, that, and the other. They're really, really investing in these series, in these episodes, this, that, and the other, that I do think actually justifies them increasing their subscriptions. And if anything, in all honesty, they're going the way of, let's say, Sky, for example. When Sky first came out, subscriptions were really low. But then as Sky got more and more channels in, more and more content, the subscription started to go up and up and up, and then you had to pay for add-ons, this, that, and the other. So Netflix, for me, is just going the natural route when it comes to charging subscribers for content, this, that, and the other. So, but I mean, either way, just going around full circle here, I think effectively these movies, the Meet Me at the Lake and the Wedding Day, is effectively cancelled. They know Megzy and Hazza are never going to release these things. The only reason why they offered Megzy and Hazza this was essentially just to stroke their egos, to keep them on side, so that they're still there at Netflix for when they eventually release the 2027 Diana documentary and when they eventually divorce and Netflix gets the first looking on that. That's what I think. But what do you guys think before we get on to the final segment?
I agree. I think Netflix is lying to them just like they're lying to Netflix. I think it's all a bunch of lies. Yeah.
Oh, Megan couldn't tell the truth if her freaking life depended on it.
No, she couldn't. But neither could Netflix. They're just dangling the little shiny object. You know, it's interesting though, because Megan might be coming after us because she might want to get into the YouTube sphere.
She will never.
No, I'm saying though, she sees where the future is going, and the future is YouTube. YouTube beats Netflix every month as far as streaming goes. It goes so I mean you've got YouTube, Netflix, HBO, and everything else.
I hope she comes on to I hope she comes on to YouTube.
I would love it. No, trust me, it would be like I dance. But like I don't think I think she needs to get rid of us in order to do it, and she can't. I don't think she can do it. So
she can try, but it ain't gonna happen. With that being said, a few thank yous before we play a little game of Spin the Bottle to round off today's proceedings. MPNG Creed Menace, thank you so much for the £2 Casper Bucks, my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Farting Arts moment. Also as well, Melinda, thank you so much for the Ginger Doggy Farting Arts moment and the kind Casper Bucks there. We've also got the Big SM, another £5 Casper Buck saying Meghan was so proud producing their Harry and Meghan documentary until the critics started picking holes. Then it was our story through another's eyes. Yeah.
True.
She always likes to rephrase things once her lies are exposed, right? And Chris Mills, thank you so much for continued support for the leadership, saying, love you, Casper, for me and Skipper the Tabby. Oh, Casper loves you guys as well.
We love you, Casper.
He can actually hear you. Tomorrow, Casper, you guys, when I'm live, from our weekly live stream, I've actually set up a Casper cam. And so you guys, throughout the whole live stream, will be able to see Casper. I've bought him an actual bed for the studio and got his water and his food to the side. And there'll be an actual Casper cam, you guys.
Love it.
Every week
That's the greatest
live.
idea ever.
I'm gonna live vicariously through you. I miss having a cat in the house, but we don't want to adopt any more animals. But I've had a cat in the house
Finn
for 30
needs a
something
friend.
years. Finn doesn't
Finn
need a
needs
cat.
a friend.
A friend. A friend.
A friend, but not a cat.
I love Casper. He makes me
love
think
you,
of my
Casper.
Romeo.
Yeah, I miss having a cat, but
Casper's
good.
a darling. Well, anywho, let's get on to final segment. Let's play a game of Spin the Bottle. And what is this? Well, guys, you might see on the screen right now a little bit of a wheel here with all our names on it below me. And whoever name is chosen gets to choose one out of 3 games that I've got here. We've either got the Give Me 3 game, we've either got the Conspiracy Theory game, or we've got the More or Less game. So whoever name is landed on, you guys get to choose one of those games, and then I get to ask you the question from that corresponding game, and we have a little bit of fun. So with that being said, let's spin the bottle and see whose name comes up first. My name is in there as well. Which, by the way, it's me.
Convenient, yeah.
Shiz the freaking bed. Okay, so let me go with, I'm going to do a Give Me 3 moment. So here we go. Give me 3 things you will do when you retire. Oh, when I retire, the 3 things I will do. Okay, well, I'm hoping that in the future, right, there'll be like flying cars. So I'd like to be able to drive and fly a car. So that'll be the first thing. Another thing I'd like to do when I retire is have, well, I suppose they're coming in now, you know, like those androids? That are like human androids, this, that, and the other, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to have a human android in house doing all the housework, this, that, and the other, and having conversations with them, right? So I'd like that. And then pretty much being on holiday every single year. Somewhere nice and warm, like Gran Canaria. I like Gran Canaria. So, yeah. Those are the 3 things that I would do when I retire.
Good.
So there we
Those
go.
are good.
All right, that's my go. So next is, here we go. If it'll spin. Come on, spin. Nope. Let me do it again.
Android, make
It's
it
supposed to spin. There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Michelle from Royal Daily Tea, you have the option of playing either Give Me 3, Conspiracy Theories, or is it More or Less?
Let's do more or less.
Let's do More or Less. Okay. So, here we go. On average, more or less, do you produce more or less flatulence gas per day than the volume of air in a bike tire?
I would not. I would say less. Less.
I would hope so as well. Yes, that is the answer. It is less, yes. You produce around a litre of flatulence
Although
gas
I am
a
going to
day.
be eating I am going to be making a 3-bean salad this week, so maybe I'll have to let you know after I eat the 3-bean salad. But yes, I would say less.
Fair play.
We're
For
so
those
sexy over
watching,
here.
make sure you're playing along at home. Let us know in the live chat your answers to all of this as well. But yes, it is less. You do produce around a litre of flatulence gas a day, and an average bike tyre contains 4 litres of air. So there we go. The more you know, guys. Let's see who's next up. 4 more of the 6-packers left to choose from. So we've got Resting Dollface. Okay. So choose from Give Me 3, More or Less, or Conspiracy Theories.
Okay. Conspiracy theories.
Ooh, here we go. Oh, this is an interesting one. So, for those that don't know, the BBC is a channel on the UK that's basically government funded, okay, and very, very corrupt and needs to be defunded. Anywho, people in the UK believed that spaghetti grew on trees because of the BBC. True or false?
Oh my God. I'm gonna make an answer, but guys, don't come at me. I promise it's not derogatory. Um, I I just remember what they did on the Discovery Channel when they did the whole mermaid thing and people thought it was real, so I'm gonna go with true.
All right. Yes, it is. It's true. It's true. Yes.
Yay!
A hoax broadcast for April's Fool's Day in 1957 caused many people to believe it, that spaghetti grew on trees.
Yay!
Yeah, that was an actual thing, you guys. It happened. Yes, that is how dumb we are here in the UK. Ta-da! So, let's get on to the next six-packer. Let's see. It's between Revealing, Sidleys and Sue. Revealing. What would you like to choose?
Let's do. Give me 3.
3. All right. Ooh. Give me 3 reasons you would go to jail for.
I didn't say a thing, I promise.
It was between us, resting doll face. 3 things I would go to jail for.
She'd kill for her dog.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
This is hard. Driving too slow.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes I play music really loud.
You're so good.
Yeah. I was thinking, if you're
nuisance,
really
I'll
having
be
to
a
think
public-
really hard at this question, then you're really too good.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Like
No, like public drunkenness.
I don't. You guys,
No,
I don't
no,
really
no.
leave my house.
Unexplained, inexplicable nudity. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, nothing like that.
You guys, I don't really leave my house, and the only people I talk to are all of you.
Well,
Shopping
we need to
addiction.
up our game and be more of a bad influence on you. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, wait till Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Maybe mine might have to do with DoorDash. Maybe the DoorDash
Yes.
people come together and they're
Yes.
like, girl, there needs to be illegal stuff happening in there because no one can eat much.
Well, I'm already a bad influence on her because every time I show her something, she buys it.
Oh.
She does. And we're both bad influences. We both DoorDash. We tell each other we need to lose weight and diet, and then she's like, "So I have to work
DoorDash.
now."
Nancy
Yeah,
and I
yeah, we're bad.
overeats every
Yeah.
day. DoorDash. Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're both wearing Egyptian musk because we're obsessed with the Kennedy love story, and we're doing a video review on this weekend. So right now I'm covered in this Egyptian musk from some questionable person on Amazon. It smells good, so let's hope it's safe. But
This one smells
That's
good.
jail time for sure.
Yeah.
This one smells good.
yeah,
Does it smell like chloroform?
it smells like musky soap. So we smell like Carolyn Bessette, basically.
Okay.
Well, on that bombshell, let's see what's last 2, Sue and Sidleys. Here we go. Sidleys, give me 3 more or less or conspiracy theories. Take your poison.
You pick, dude. Give me 3.
All right, here we go.
We'll share.
Okay, I'm going to choose another one only
Okay.
because it's give me 3 celebrity crushes 3 celebrities you've got a crush on.
Oh,
don't
we
really
already
think-
know that.
Yeah, no, let's not do that one.
Does it count if I've had sex with them as well?
A lady should never kiss and tell. That's all I'm going to say. Although, speaking of kissing and telling, I think this one's all right. Give me 3 words to describe your first kiss.
Oh God.
Awkward.
Had to do it because I was being paid to be in a play.
I was going to say, I'm glad you put that bit on at the end.
Dry.
Sloppy. Actually, nice.
Yeah. Awkward.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both had
our first kisses during a school play.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, yours was a commercial.
oh, that's right.
Yours was a
Yeah, so
commercial.
like respectful, nice, soft. There. That's
Yeah.
mine.
not too crazy.
not too crazy, yeah.
Fair enough. And let's just run it anyway. But yes, Sue, last but very much not least, here we go. You've got a choice. Choose your poison. Give me 3, more or less, or conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
my
proper
God.
adventurous here, Sue. Here we go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Russian scientists experimented on soldiers with a gas to keep them awake, but 15 days in, none were still sane. So 15 days in, they were all insane at that point. Is that fact or conspiracy? Are the Russians that mad to do this or not, basically?
They are, but I'm going to say no because I don't believe anybody could go 15 days without sleep. I don't think it's humanly possible. So I'm going to say no, it's not true.
And you are correct. It is a conspiracy.
Yeah, it is a good. Yeah, I watched the
I
documentary.
watched the documentary and I believed it the whole time until the end, and I'm like, oh man.
You can't live more than like
Yeah,
2 or
you
3
literally
days without
can't
sleep.
live.
Hey,
Can't
a lot
live.
of people in the live chat though, they fell for it. They were saying
Yeah.
fact.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
know,
thought
because
that.
there's a whole documentary on YouTube about it.
And it's called, but it's, I think it's under
The Russian
the Russian
Russian
sleep
sleep
experiment.
experiment.
And then you don't find out until the end that it was just a joke.
Yeah.
I read a
Yeah.
book. It's called The Lucifer Effect by, I think the name is Philip Lombardo, and absolutely insane. This book is not for the faint of heart. It's completely true, and it's this. I think it's the Stanford experiment where they put into prison
Yeah.
a bunch of inmates.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's
prisoners
real.
and officers, and they had to end it early.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I saw that. It's real.
it's real. Reading the book, it was very hard to read through. Very, very hard to read through. Oh.
Because they had to tell they had to become the officers and the enforcers, and
Yeah.
it just and to their friends, these guys were friends, and so it just got crazy.
Guys, I'm going to just say something, and this is not for the faint of heart, but if you've ever watched the documentary, don't watch it if you can't stand things right now, please. I'm going to, should I even say it? Because I'm going to get in trouble. for
yeah,
saying it.
you probably yeah. Well, you already
Is
got
it
your
from that-
X page taken down.
Is it from that episode of Oz?
It's, no, it happened. It actually
Okay.
happened.
No, I know, but that I was saying there's something that happened that
I never watched
oh.
Oz, but
me neither, but it keeps coming up in my YouTube about that horrible scene, and I'm like, no, why
Oh,
would they
no.
do that?
This is called Unit 731. Don't watch it.
Oh, is that about China?
Japan.
Japan. Oh, I saw that.
Oh, don't watch it.
They do experiments on people. It's called
Unit 731.
And it's real. It's documentation of them doing these experiments about
Just
how,
okay, yeah,
like
we
how
got it,
cold
yeah, we got
cold
it.
you could get without
Seth,
dying.
we got it, dude.
Sounds like what they did during the Holocaust. Okay, moving
Yeah,
on.
exactly. It's exactly, but they've compared it to the Holocaust, but they said it's worse.
Moving
It
on.
happened the
I
same
can't
time.
imagine it being worse than the Holocaust.
I just
but
want to say one
on
other
that
thing
note.
because on that note, somebody said something about the BBC. I'm absolutely disgusted to hear that for the first time in like 30 something years, they will not be airing the Commonwealth service this year. Instead, they're letting people see an episode of, it's like in the United States, they have Find Your Dream Home. It's the UK version of that. You can watch that instead. And
They suck.
they're claiming it's due to budget cuts. Budget cuts my ass. Like,
Nah.
give me a break. You're not going to show the Commonwealth service. Charles and Camilla are going to be there. William and Catherine are going to be there. It's the biggest event. It's when all the Commonwealth people.
Now, is this government run? This is a government run, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta get that Labor Party out of there.
Oh, we're working on it.
You guys
We're
gotta get 'em
working
out
on
now.
it. Best believe we are working on it.
Okay, that Keir Stammer's gotta go.
Yeah.
Can I just
He's
ask,
gotta go.
since the BBC is refusing to air it, why doesn't somebody else step up and air it? Why doesn't
They
ITV
are. They
air
are.
it?
They are. They said Sky and because I looked because Sky's gonna air it and let me see.
I was disgusted when I read that. Absolutely disgusted. They're not going to air it. Like, are you kidding?
Who the hell do they think they are?
Oh.
How dare you?
If you
And yet
think
they're-
that's the most outrageous thing that our
And
government
don't
has
you guys
done,
have to
you've
pay
no idea.
a license? Don't you have to pay for BBC?
Yeah.
You don't even get a choice.
No,
If
no,
you
we're,
don't
we're,
want-
we're forced to pay it. They say it's a TV license, but it's essentially a tax because if you don't pay it, they'll take you to court. Basically. So it's essentially a tax.
Terrible.
But anywho, guys, on that bombshell, this was the Six Pack Podcast. Share it far and wide because we will obviously be doing this again. The Six Pack Podcast is here to stay. So make sure you support your fellow Six Packers right here. Subscribe to everyone. Resting Dollface, Royal Daily Tea, Revealing the Narc, the Sidley Twins, myself, Stef The Alter Nerd, and of course, Sue Smith. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in to the debut of the Six Pack Podcast. Appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Bye.